Welcome back, everybody. I got another video that was sent to me. It's probably a different type of video illustration, but it's an illustration of an interaction that most people go through, especially being in relationships where they don't feel appreciated or overlooked by the one thing that we use every day, cell phones. Let's get it.
You're being quiet again.
I'm thinking
About what?
about how you laugh more at your phone than you do with me.
That's already a problem. A lot of people don't realize, man, these devices, these phones in general, especially men and women, but many times women don't realize in relationships, sometimes it feels like to the guy that you're choosing the phone rather than him. And whoever's on that phone is way more important than him. And to you, you think you're just replying or you're scrolling or whatnot. But in actuality, he's feeling like he's there. He should be the most important. That connection with you and him should be primary at the moment. But you get so stuck on that phone. Even though these phones have been one of the biggest blessings and one of the biggest, most components of our lives, we become a lot of slaves to it. We're giving up everything for it. Truth be told, many times social media makes you not social, especially in your relationships. Let's keep it going.
Not this again.
I didn't say a name.
You didn't have to.
You check his messages faster than you check on me.
That actually just opens up a point of view. If you ever are in a situation where you're checking on something else or somebody else than the person that you're in a relationship with, that tells you some telltale signs that you're disconnected from your partner. And even though you may be thinking that this is harmless, it's actually affecting them immensely. They're just not saying it. Many men have the habit of adapting to the love that they receive. So whether it goes short, whether it doesn't, men usually adapt. Many women usually tend to vocalize when the love that they receive has been lacking, unless they're just really not interested. But even though this is just an illustration, this is a perfect example, including when she first noticed that there was a problem, her response was horrible. Not this again. You shouldn't ever make a person feel more so as they're wrong for bringing up a problem that continues to repeat itself. Instead, you need to look at yourself and fix it. Let's continue.
He's just someone who listens.
So am I. I just don't flirt while doing it.
You're a
If you're ever in a relationship and then you're thinking, I'd rather talk to this person because they listen and this person doesn't, there's no reason for you to be in a relationship. There's no reason. You might as well be in a relationship with the other individual instead of having this person holding on and trying to figure out how can they do better. That's the honest truth. If you open your emotions up to somebody else rather than your partner, then you either need to check it and fix it or just move forward. But don't waste your time or the other person's time. Wow.
imagining things.
No, I'm noticing patterns. You turn your screen away when I walk by.
Because I knew you'd overreact.
When people tend to try to flip the game, they basically tell you you're doing this and they say, oh, because I knew you would do this. They're only trying to avoid the accountability. They don't want to face the fact that they're doing it actually for a particular reason. And that reason may be horrible, but they don't want to see it that way. As she stated, I knew you'd overreact. She flipped it and made it seem as though he was the problem. His reaction to the problem is the actual problem. That shows you there's no growth there. In many cases, there might not be any hope for it if she's not able to see it. Now, mind you, once again, this is an illustration, but this is what some people go through, especially when they come into group. They go through these situations where they bring a problem up to their partner and their partner tells them, oh, I only did that because I knew you would do this. Usually you're just blaming. You're not actually taking any accountability.
Or because you know it would hurt.
Exactly.
Nothing happened.
That's what scares me.
What does that even mean?
It means you're slowly practicing life without me.
If you're in a relationship, and you start to actually find happiness and joy and all these things, you're supposed to have that outside of your partner. But if you're not sharing those moments with your partner, why are you in a relationship? A relationship takes two individuals binding and coming together as one, especially marriages. If you are finding yourself more so being outside a relationship, trying to look for joy and everything outside a relationship more than you are even feeding your relationship, then go whatever you're feeding. If you're feeding outside, go outside. If you're feeding inside, feed inside. But don't try to tether and be on both. That won't help the situation. Many cases, yes, of course you need your own life when it comes to being in a relationship. You live your own life. You can be more so your own person. But you have to realize if you're trying to live your life without your partner, then what reason is there to be with a partner?
I'm still here.
You're making it sound bigger than it is.
You don't accidentally build a connection. You choose it.
I didn't plan it.
Neither do people who fall out of love. Happens quietly.
So what?
I want to correct that. Once again, just it's an illustration, but people don't fall out of love. Let's make this honest truth. People don't just fall out of love. People stop trying. People stop attending to it. It's like saying the plant just died. You stop feeding the plant. You start tending to it. Love is something that you always have to work on. It's a job. You have to feed it. You have to nurture it. You have to care for it. You have to tend to it. You have to trim some things off as it continues to grow. It's just like in a garden. You're really tending to that garden. So people don't just fall out of love. Many people think you do, but it's an act of work. You have to work at things and actually keep it alive. You can't think that it's just going to thrive by itself. If you think that, then you'll realize very shortly, you'll realize how much you're wrong.
You're leaving?
I already feel like I did.
Over texts?
Over distance, pretending to be loyalty.
You're throwing everything away!
I'm finally picking up what you put down.
If you continue to make somebody an option and you continue to show them that you have other things concerning you rather than that person, why should that person actually make you a priority? Truth be told, if you're making other things your priority, why does it matter if the person leaves? You have to realize if you have somebody in your life, you have to enjoy them. You have to appreciate them. You have to really put effort into more so understanding who they are and what they're about, instead of thinking that they're just always going to be there to sit there. Of course, there are those individuals that stay and more so listen and just sit there and wait for you to come back like puppies. But not everybody's like that, especially when you love someone. You have to sometimes think, if the shoe was on the other foot, would you want to be treated that way? Would you want your partner to remain on their phone while you're talking to them, or even in their presence? Sometimes this is the case where old school is one of the best things, because old school, everything that you did in person was a top priority. Nowadays, everybody gets so enamored with these cell phones. We get so enamored on social media, TikTok, Instagram, or whatnot, that we forget to actually be social with the people in front of us. I dare anybody on here, next time you go out, look at couples when they're out and about. Many couples sometimes are in their phone rather than looking at each other's in the eyes and appreciating one another. That's my tell. But I always tell people, man, truly appreciate everybody in front of you rather than more so giving everybody behind you attention. But that's very important. This illustration was pretty good. Link will be in the bio. Thank you for seeing.